I'm Jonno.
And I'm Heaven.
And this is Kids Bible Vids. Thanks so much for watching.
Thanks so much. It's great to have you. It's great to have you. Yes, and we are glad you could join us because we're really excited about today's story.
We have a special guest storyteller today, Auntie Sue. Auntie Sue is the best storyteller I've ever heard, and she's been kind enough to tell us today's story for us.
But before that, we want to take a moment and pay our respects to the traditional owners of this land. We're in Australia right now, and God first put the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people on the land where we are now. So we want to take a moment and acknowledge them and pay our respects to the elders past, present, and future.
Auntie Sue is an Indigenous Australian and from one of the largest nations in New South Wales. She's from the Wiradjuri people.
She's going to tell us a story of blind Bartimaeus.
Then the Bible Vids kids will say what they liked about the story, and then after that, you can say what you thought.
Are you ready?
Yep. Over to you, Auntie Sue.
So this is a little Bible story about a blind man called Bartimaeus and about the miracle he experienced the day that he met Jesus in Jericho. You can find the Bible story in Mark chapter 10, verse 46 to 52. And it goes like this. So Jesus and his disciples went to Jericho, and as they were leaving, they were followed by a large crowd. A blind beggar by the name of Bartimaeus, son of Timaeus, was sitting there beside the road. And there were lots of people passing Bartimaeus, and he wanted to know what was going on. He was getting quite curious. So he started to put his hand up and yell out to people, "Can someone tell me what's going on? What's this crowd about? Where are they going?" And eventually somebody stopped and said to him, "It's Jesus of Nazareth that's passing by." When Bartimaeus heard this, he quickly stood up and he yelled out and said, "Jesus, Son of David, have pity on me." And there were people in the crowd who said, "Stop it, stop yelling out, shush, be quiet." But that just made him want to yell out even more. And he kept going and he said, "Jesus, Son of David, take pity on me." And eventually Jesus heard him and looked down the road and said to his disciples, "Go and fetch him to me. Bring him up here now." So the disciple went to Bartimaeus and he said to him, "Come on, Jesus is calling you. Come quick, come with me." So Bartimaeus followed the disciple and he came up to Jesus and he stood there in front of him. And Jesus said to Bartimaeus, "What can I do for you?" And Bartimaeus said, "Master, I want to see." And with that, Jesus put his hands over Bartimaeus' eyes. And when he took his hands away, Bartimaeus, in astonishment, looked around and looked up, and he's seen the clouds opening up and he's seen the sun coming through. And Jesus said to him, "You may go. You are healed by your faith." Can I say that I want you to pray, just as Bartimaeus did? I want you to say, "I want to see." Turn to Jesus, then say to him, "Lord, I want to see you too." Seek his face and come into his presence, and you will be blessed.
I like that Jesus decided to heal him and heard him when he was calling out.
Blind Bartimaeus wasn't afraid to shout Jesus' name and wasn't embarrassed.
He didn't care what other people thought of him. He just kept calling out to Jesus to save him from his sins.
I think this story tells you how amazing Jesus is because he can heal people.
That Jesus hears our cries.
And that he cares enough for us that he would ask people to bring us to him just so that we could be healed.
It can help me in life by keep reaching out to Jesus and asking for his help.
Whatever you like. Jesus will be there.
That we can ask Jesus for help and trust him in any way.
Faith is what helps us trust in Jesus and helps us be strong so that even when people condemn us, we keep going.
Wow, thanks guys, and thanks Auntie Sue. That's a great story. I love how Bartimaeus didn't care that people were telling him to be quiet. He just wanted to get to Jesus.
Yeah. He wasn't embarrassed or ashamed. He wanted to see Jesus no matter what.
Okay, so what about you guys? What did you think of the story? Here are some questions that might help you think about it. What did you like about the story?
What does the story tell you about Jesus?
How can this story help you in life?
Thanks again for watching, guys. You have a great day, and we'll see you next time.
Bye!
Bye. Bye now.
Bye!
Goodbye.
Bye!
Bye-bye.
Bye!